If you're trying to get into high ticket sales, you already know that the hard part is finding the good jobs. So in this video, I'm going to tell you why some high ticket sales jobs are better than others. Why is it that you can get into some roles and you can start making like 10K plus a month right away, but then other roles, most of the jobs that you find, you don't make shit. What's the difference? So you got into this, or you're trying to get into this thinking, oh, I can make all this money. But then you realize, oh, there's tons of shitty jobs and I have to find the good jobs if I want to make the good money or any money at all. This is the main problem with high ticket sales. So what do you do? The first thing that beginners do when they come to me, or just when I talk to them, is they're like, well, I must need to sell the right product. I need to pick the right product if I want to make the most money in high ticket sales. And it's the same with business models. Everyone does this. They're like, well, what business model is the right one for me to pick? Will this business model still work? Is it too saturated? All this stuff. And they do this with high ticket sales. They're like, is this a good high ticket product to sell, etc.? But there's many different types of products and different online businesses that you could sell for. And all these products are going to be expensive and they're all going to be priced in about the same range. So how much you make isn't really about the product. It's about the business that you're selling for. So let me explain. High ticket products cost between 3 and 10K. That's the most common range. There's high ticket products that cost above 10K, above 20K, and way higher, but you're probably not getting a closer role with one of those businesses as a beginner with 0 to very little experience. So let's take the 3 to 10K range and just use that as the example for this video since it's the most common. If you're selling a 5K coaching program for an influencer, or you're selling a 4K a month paid ad service, marketing service for an agency, in both those cases, you're going to make about the same. So I wouldn't be overanalyzing what product you should be selling. This is a waste of time. But this is what people do, is they come to me and they say, well, I'm into fitness, bro, or I think I would do really well on a bow hunting offer, just all this weird stuff. And I think I'd really crush it on this because I'm passionate about this, or I've been doing this my whole life, and on and on and on. And this is just not what you want to do. You don't want to sell something that you're passionate about. You want to sell what works. You just want to sell what people are buying, even if you don't care about that product. The goal is to make money, not do what you're passionate about. So you should focus on finding a job with a business that has a good product, that's getting people results, that's making lots of money. Who cares if the product is Barbie dolls? I don't give a shit about Barbie dolls. But if my calendar is booked solid every day with people who want to buy Barbie dolls, I'm going to crush it. You know? I don't need to give a shit about the product. What the product is doesn't matter. It just matters that the business is getting people results with that product, and the business is growing, and they're on top of their game. Everything is downstream from these things. Your success is downstream from the business and their success. And just because, this is a good side note, just because someone's Instagram bio has a lot of followers or a lot of fancy edited content, and they look like they know what they're doing, because that's everyone on Instagram is trying to pass themselves off as, look at me, look at my lifestyle, right? That doesn't mean jack shit. The more effort, this is a good barometer. The more effort someone has put into their like content and aesthetic, or whatever weird fucking word Gen Z uses these days, the more effort they put into that, the less likely they are to actually be successful and make money. The richest people I've ever met off Instagram just pick up the phone and just rip. There's no fucking editing. They barely show you their lifestyle. It's the complete opposite. But many of these people have no idea what they're doing, and they have no clue how to run a business. They're just trying to appear that way on Instagram. So your focus needs to be on vetting these businesses. You should be playing the numbers game, trying to get on as many interviews as possible, and then just vetting the shit out of them. And making sure that when you get offered a role, you're accepting a job with a good business and not with some disaster waiting to happen. The better the business is being run, the more money you're going to make. Shocker, you know? It doesn't matter if you're selling a fitness offer, or you're selling YouTube ads, or you're selling fucking Barbie dolls. It doesn't matter. Because people are going to want to buy it because it's legit. And then more and more people are going to buy it, and they're going to tell more people about it. And then it's like a snowball, and you just make more and more and more. For an easy example to understand, let's take the same product. Doesn't matter what the product is, but in one scenario, you have a shitty business owner who, let's say it's coaching. He doesn't deliver on that coaching. He's just doing a lot of marketing and sales, selling a bunch of people into his coaching, but he doesn't get anybody results. He's getting them terrible results. Then you have another business owner selling the same coaching. Nothing about it is different, but this guy takes it seriously. So he delivers on that product and he gets everyone that buys from him really good, insane results. You are going to make so much more money with this guy than you are with the first guy, right? It's just obvious. So if you want to succeed at this, you should be thinking, all right, while I'm searching for high ticket sales roles, I need to make sure that I vet every business properly when I get onto these interviews and just make sure that I'm landing a good job with a legit business where they're actually making a lot of money. That's all that matters, and it's the main thing I focus on with people who join my program. So regardless of what you end up selling, all the products are high ticket. Like, they'll all give you the ability to make that 10K a month number and more as a salesperson, depending on the business's revenue. But that's the punchline. They're all high ticket products. And then as long as the opportunity is good, it doesn't matter what you're selling. You can get rich off selling water to a whale. Now, some thoughts I have on different products. First is that in the high ticket space, there's going to be B2C products and then B2B products. So B2C means business to consumer. That means you're just selling to the masses, to regular people. And B2C products are going to be things like coaching programs, internet courses, paid communities, and consulting. These programs are going to be on all types of things: money, fitness, dating, how to do this, any type of hobbies, how to solve this problem, etc. And then B2B obviously is business to business. So you're selling products and services to businesses, and B2B products are going to be things like agency services, marketing services, Facebook ads, YouTube ads, Instagram ads, lead generation and marketing, etc. And you'll have courses and coaching programs for helping business owners make more money and scale as well. So I've talked about this in the past on other videos, but if you're a beginner, like I've said before, if you start in B2C, that I recommended that because B2C products are easier to sell. But to be honest, bro, you can do whatever you want. The only reason I've said that before is because business owners are going to be a bit more difficult to sell to than a regular person who's just buying a coaching mentorship, you know? Regular people buying stuff off of buying B2C stuff like coaching programs, they tend to buy things off of emotion. So it's easier to sell stuff like that. Whereas a business owner, he's gonna know his shit, right? He's not coming to the call because he's in a bad mood one day and today's the day he feels like he needs to stop being fat, you know? He's trying to make money. He's gonna come to the call cold, he's gonna come to the call prepared, he's gonna know his shit. So you're gonna need to be a little more dialed as a salesperson on a B2B offer. But again, this is all just hypothetical. Every single person is gonna be different, so you can do whatever you want. Now the flip side, like I said, many beginners I know have gotten on with good agencies, B2B agencies for their first role and crushed it. No problem. So whatever you want to do is fine. I'm just giving you all the information that I believe will help you to succeed when you're first getting into this. But most important to remember is it's not about the product or the service, or should I start in B2C or B2B. It's just making sure that the business you're going to be selling for is legit and they are making money and they can support you as a salesperson. That's it. That right there is going to determine whether you make money and succeed or not your sales skills, not what product you sell. It's all about getting into the right role, period. You want to sell for a successful business that consistently has a large amount of inbound leads that are qualified, and you have consistent calls booked. Your calendar is not the Sahara Desert. The business owner takes every aspect of the business seriously, and he makes sure that there's no holes in the boat, basically, where you're drowning. Because in high ticket, the reason you can make so much money as a salesperson is one, because these products are high ticket. They're expensive. But also the businesses have very high profit margins because you're selling digital products and services. Does So that's why your commission can be so high on every sale, and you're selling products that are legit, that people actually want to buy. So you make lots of sales, and where do those sales come from? The businesses are run online, so they have consistent flow of inbound warm leads from internet traffic. So as long as they have these things, it doesn't matter what the product is or what the service is. And again, final point, many of these high ticket businesses appear like they make a lot of money, but they aren't making any money at all. So you need to learn how to vet them and ask questions on the interviews and make sure you're accepting a job with a legitimate, profitable business where you can succeed. That's the end of the video. If you want my help getting a closer role or a setter role, go to the links in the description. Until next time.